New this morning, the Candy-Yohi County Sheriff is investigating the death of a man found in a ditch. The man was found last night around 10:25. Authorities believe the 62-year-old man from Spicer was turkey hunting. The Sheriff's Department says it appears the man died of natural causes, but the case is still under investigation. His name has not yet been released. Also new this morning, the Bemidji Police Department wants your help finding two missing teenage sisters. Authorities say 16-year-old Amira Jenkins and 14-year-old Anatash Jenkins were last seen yesterday on Cass Lake. Police say Amira was last seen wearing a black sweater with the name Jenkins on the back with black and gray pants, and she appeared to have scarring on her arms. Anatash was last seen wearing a gray sweatshirt with gray jogging pants. Officials do not suspect foul play at this time, but they are urging anyone with information to call police right away. Authorities did not provide us a picture of the girls. A Driscoll, North Dakota man was arrested following a chase west of Jamestown. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says a trooper tried to stop a stolen pickup around last night on Interstate 94 near Jamestown. The driver, 28-year-old Jacob Leno, took off eastbound from the trooper, driving at high speeds until the pickup's rear tire went flat. Leno tried to get away, but was eventually arrested and charged with DUI, driving under suspension, fleeing, resisting arrest, possession of a stolen vehicle, and 2 outstanding warrants. We have new information this morning on a North Fargo apartment fire that forced a man to jump from his third-floor balcony in an attempt to get away. Fire officials now say an investigation is underway after the incident left 6 people hurt. Crews were called to 28 14th Street North around 7:30 last night to find fire and heavy smoke blocking people inside. Firefighters were able to rescue everyone who was trapped, including a pair stuck on a second-floor balcony. 2 people were taken to the hospital. 3 were treated on scene for smoke inhalation, and 1 was treated on scene after jumping from that third-floor balcony.
Unbelievable. I was shaking, I was screaming, I was mad, I was scared, oh my God, it was everything. I was so scared.
Officials say the fire was contained to a single unit on the first floor. The driver of a motorcycle was killed along a stretch of 12th Avenue North. Fargo investigators say that the man collided into the rear end of a semi-trailer around 4:15 yesterday. The man's name is not being released until all of his family is notified. The other driver was not hurt. 9 minutes before 7, let's get a check of that First Alert Storm Team forecast as we check in with meteorologist Lisa Green, who is forecasting from home. And look at that behind you.
Yeah, we've got a beautiful view out the window this morning. Here's that sunrise up in Grand Forks from our Home of Economy Sky Cam. Right now, we've got some variable conditions going on in the valley. A lot of us are enjoying that sunrise. Fargo, Grand Forks, Fergus Falls, all enjoying some sunshine with temperatures that are above freezing. But check out Bemidji. We're down to 28 degrees right now, and we're also dealing with some fog with that temperature drop and light wind. And then in Devil's Lake, on the other side of the valley, it's milder, but we're also experiencing some rain showers, 45 degrees there. So it really does depend on where you are. So here's a look at the radar. You could see out to the west, we've got some rain impacting us in places like Devil's Lake, stretching down through Carrington toward Jamestown and just starting to move into Ellendale. This is weakening just a little bit, but you can still see some pockets of yellow within the green, indicating a nice steady rain shower happening where that's passing through. And if it holds together, more of us in eastern North Dakota could see a few of those sprinkles this morning. I mentioned the fog in the east. Bemidji, a report of a quarter-mile visibility. We're down to 3 miles in Park Rapids and in Foston right now. So some fog to the east. Once that clears, we'll have some sunshine there here as we head into the rest of the day in the afternoon. And so a pretty good day here to head outside and enjoy the nice weather. Temperatures this afternoon will reach the mid-50s to some mid-60s, a high of 62 in Fargo. But keep in mind what I've got at the bottom there, isolated afternoon thunderstorms and evening thunderstorms. So if you're going to be out grilling, make sure you got your ears open for rumbles with thunder, and always have that Valley News Live weather app near you on your phone so you can check on the radar if you're going to be out and about here for this afternoon and evening. Same goes for Saturday. Saturday, this weekend, we're looking at that being kind of the day that's going to be a little bit more tough to be outdoors, especially in the afternoon and evening, temperatures in the 50s. But for Sunday, that's the pick day of the weekend. Will be mostly sunny with temperatures back into the 60s.
Sounds great. Thank you, Lisa. It's spring cleaning season, and people living in the metro holding on to junk to throw on their curb for cleanup week can get rid of it at the landfill a bit earlier. Fargo, West Fargo, and Moorhead announced they will let people drop off larger items for free at their landfills the week of June 8th. Each city involved has slightly different rules for what they will take for free and the exact hours open for drop-off. Just head over to our VNL News app and click on this story for all the details. A Minot assisted living facility is suing North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum and the state health department over an executive order that prohibits the use of an in-house beauty salon. Somerset Court says the executive order issued last month in response to coronavirus is without sufficient justification or rationale. It's the first such lawsuit filed against the state related to COVID-19 executive orders. North Dakota's new parks director is coming from the U.S. Department of Interior. Governor Doug Burgum has named Minot native Andrea Travnicek to head the state's Parks and Recreation Department. She succeeds Melissa Baker, who left in January to head Virginia State Parks. She'll be on the job by the end of May. North Dakota has 15 state parks and recreation areas. The department has about 60 full-time employees and a 2-year budget of about $43 million. West Fargo school leaders say they are still hopeful for prom and graduation events to happen during the last week of May. The district announced earlier this month that it had decided to host a joint West Fargo High School and Cheyenne High School prom on Friday, May 29th at Shields Arena. This week, the district says graduation would also be held as currently scheduled. West Fargo school leaders want people to remember, however, that their intention to host prom and graduation at the end of the month hinges on the governor lifting those executive orders, mandating school closures, and for the CDC to revise social distancing guidelines. The district says a final decision on both prom and graduation will be made the week of May 4th. Get your clubs ready. Fargo Parks is opening up their golf courses for the season. But there will be a few new changes and regulations that you need to follow. We check in with the Valley Today's Abby Furchner. She joins us live this morning from the Osgood Public Golf Course. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Lisa. Yeah, it's an exciting day here at Osgood. They're going to be opening up at 10 a.m. this morning, and I know it's exciting to be able to go out and hit those greens, but Fargo Parks wants the golfers to be aware of some new rules they are going to have to follow here at the start of the season. I talked with Executive Director of Fargo Parks, Dave Leaker, and he says the biggest change is that golfers will need to reserve tee times remotely. They are able to do this online or over the phone, and this is because most clubhouses are only going to be open for restrooms. Tee times will also be 15 minutes apart, and Leaker says this change is going to help distance people. Also, to start the season, courses will be walking only, so right now there will be no golf carts or pull carts available to rent. Driving ranges are going to remain closed, and Edgewood Golf Course is also going to be remained closed at this time because of wet conditions and turf and cleaning. Wet turf conditions, and they need to do some cleanup still. But also, Leaker wants to remind golfers to try their best to stay 6 feet apart from each other, whether that's up here at the clubhouse, walking from hole to hole, or at those tee times, at the start of those tee times. So just a few reminders, and then it's also encouraged that golfers bring their own disinfectant and hand sanitizer as well. And besides Osgood, Rose Creek, Prairie Wood, and Elzegel are also still open for golfers to, hit the greens. So it's going to be a fun weekend. Get outside and enjoy that spring weather.
Yeah, I mean, the temperatures are warming up. People are itching to be outside. I mean, a few changes, but I think they should be able to stay, 6 feet apart on a golf course. I think it's going to work. Abby Furchner.
I agree.
Reporting live for us this morning. Thank you so much. I love this story. Cute one for you. We need one of these, in fact. A special electric bus is delivering audio messages of love and kindness through a loudspeaker. It's being sent to everyone in Brussels who are confined to their homes during this coronavirus outbreak. People who wish to send a special message to someone that they cannot meet up with in person, such as a loved one or a friend or relative, or maybe even a key worker, can do so by simply sending a request to the Voices of Brussels bus. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Here's today's question. 2 out of 5 of us say that the quarantine has made us appreciate this more. And I absolutely believe this is true. The answer is nature. As soon as it warms up, as it has, I see so many people out walking about and enjoying their day. So will they be able to do it this weekend as well? It sounds like it. Let's get one last check of our weather with meteorologist Lisa Green.
I think so. We've got temperatures that are going to be comfortable to be outdoors in, with temperatures in the 50s to some 60s. And now there are some rain and thunderstorm chances here today, again this afternoon and evening, and into Saturday as well. Same time frame. We're looking at afternoon and evening hours that you're going to want to watch out for the rain and the thunder. But Sunday does look to be right now that pick day where we're looking at some mostly sunny skies and conditions that are going to be pretty nice to be out and about in nature. Heading into next week, staying warm with highs in the 60s coming up. A couple of rain chances to start the week.
All right, looks great. Thank you, Lisa. Remember, here on the Valley Today, we want to thank you for tuning in to watch our coverage, and we want to reassure you that we are working hard to make sure you're staying informed during this COVID-19 pandemic. In addition to joining us every morning here on the Valley Today, just head to valleynewslive.com or use our VNL News app. The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start. But remember, the Valley Today rolls on. You can join us right now for more live, up-to-the-minute news and weather on the Fargo CW. Have a great weekend, everyone.